I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Too late. Shut up, Crow. Would you stand... Jesus. Would you stand up and walk out on me? Cringe. Shut the F up. Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. Shut the f... I will try not to sing out of key, no. Too late once again. Yes, you may cringe. What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? All right, what's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I am here I am in Burbank, California. Look at the mountains behind me. Isn't that beautiful? It's gorgeous. Does the street look familiar? It should look familiar. Well, you've already read the title, so you know where I am. This is the house from the Wonder Years. Remember the Wonder Years? That show that ran late 80s, early 90s for about 6 or 7 seasons. Kevin Arnold. Oh my goodness, dude, I love the Wonder Years. Everybody remembers the Wonder Years and everybody loves the Wonder Years. And Pete from the Totally 80s Room, he said to me, Scott, when you're in California, please do a video about the Wonder Years. And I said, Pete, you ignorant Pete, I've done the Wonder Years. It was like one of the first videos I ever did. I've driven by the house a million times since, taking pictures. But that was one of the first videos I ever did. So you'll see how much I've improved since then. But I want to come back out here, especially for Pete, because he's such a good friend. And also, I love seeing it. And maybe a lot of people haven't seen my earlier videos. And this is the Wonder Years house. So this is where the Arnold family lived. The opening credits were all done here. And it was they used the establishing shot. They shot at the Fox Studios, just right over that way. So the interiors are not shot here, but all the houses are right on this street. And yeah, let's, without further ado, by the way, like and subscribe. Pete always tells me to say that because I forget. Shut it. Here's the Wonder Years house. So there you go. There's that. Looks exactly the same, but here's where they were playing football. Now this street has quite a slope to it, as you'll notice. Right here. Quite a slope. And it goes all the way down this way. So they're playing football up and down this street. But here's the house. This is Kevin Arnold's house. The Arnold family lived right here. It's an amazing street. It's just right off of main Glen Oaks, right there. I believe it's Glen Oaks. Where's around the corner? Well, it's off a major street in Burbank. But yeah, there's a lot of shots of the older brother, Jason Hervey, beating up Fred Savage right around here during that football game. He was always picking on him. Always picking on him. And in the pilot episode, I believe it is, Winnie Cooper's brother, who tragically dies in Vietnam in the series, but he was kind of like the tough guy on the street. Winnie Cooper's house is right here. And you see the brother. The only time you ever see the brother, really, I think, is in that one episode. But it's right here. So Winnie's house is right here. And you do see that house in the background when the brother is working on his car. And he kept his car up on cinder blocks through that summer. And Kevin makes a remark about it, that it was still like a sign that he's watching over the neighborhood. So that's Winnie's house. But Winnie did move. I forget around what season. Season 3, Season 4, she moved far away. Supposed to be far away. And that house is actually just around the corner they use. I'm going to go show you that in a moment. But yeah, you don't really notice in the TV show what kind of slope this is. This is quite a hill. It's quite a hill. Right here. So if it was a Canadian show, playing street hockey would be a little difficult. Football's a little easier to play on a slope. You can't play street hockey on a slopey hill. I'm telling you, you can't. But yeah, that's the Wonder Years house right there. Telling you that last episode when he, in 5 minutes, he wraps up everything with the voiceover and Daniel Stern's voice, and he wraps up everything that happened in the like after the series ends, and it's just heartbreaking. Some is good news, some is bad news, but it's just some are good news, some are bad news, some is good news. There's some bad news, there's some good news. And if you don't cry, and then they do a shot of the street, I believe, at the very end, leaves you filled with wonder, something to that effect, he says. And I'm trying to figure out which angle that was, because you do see mountains on both sides. That way is towards the Hollywood Hills. And that's whatever those hills are called up past Burbank. I'm sure somebody will tell me down below. But yeah, filled with wonder right there.
A town, a house, like a lot of houses. A yard like a lot of other yards. On a street like a lot of other streets. And the thing is, after all these years, I still look back with wonder.
Isn't that crazy? So Winnie's house right across the street, Kevin's house right here, and now I'm going to go show you Paul's house, and I'm going to show you the house that Winnie moved to. All right? Let's go. This is a short little video about the Wonder Years. I could go on and on about the Wonder Years. It's a little early. It's very early for me right now. But I won't. But I want to. I really want to. I just want to talk all over and over. I just want to keep talking about the Wonder Years because I wrote a script for it. And I submitted it into my, I think it was, I don't know, if it was junior high or high school. I submitted it for my creative writing class. And the teacher liked it. She was used to wear belts, though, that didn't, she would wear belts and they didn't connect. So they were just like attached to her pants, but there was no like front clasp. It was very weird. I don't know, Miss Weinberg. I don't know why she did that. Always. She was really cool though. She liked my writing. She found it to have a lot of wonder. There it is, the Wonder Years house. Why do you wear pants with a belt and the belt doesn't do anything? It's just like sewn into the pants. Like all of her pants, not just one pair. She had like a lot of them. Many of them, I should say, is the proper I can't even speak. If you're wearing a belt, the belt should be doing its job. Otherwise, why wear a belt? Right? So there's the sidewalk. And they fought on the lawn. So they use it for a lot of established shots throughout the series. Let's go look at something else from one of the Wonder Years. I don't understand this belt thing. So directly across there, see that lamppost there? Go up that street, two or three houses up. That's where Kevin Arnold's house is. I literally just drove around the corner. Now I feel wide awake. And then you turn right around this corner here onto 5th Street. And directly there is the house that Winnie Cooper moved into, which is supposed to be way across town. But it's not. It's right around the corner. They got lazy. But they found a nice looking house, and this is the house that she moved into. This was the new Cooper residence right here. Gorgeous house. Some nice houses in this neighborhood. I mean, it's Burbank. There's beautiful houses all around. If you look up there, see all those houses up on the hill? There were houses on the hill and there were bottles of pills that were easy to buy. Whiskey Town, good band, look them up. But there's Winnie's house that she moved into. Yeah, looks, I gotta find some screenshots of that. I'm trying to remember what episodes those were in. About the 3rd or 4th season, I think, is when she moved. But yeah, that's Winnie's new house, directly around the corner. Now, Paul's house is just up this street. Let's go look at Paul's house. Now, what's really confusing, this is Paul's house. So there were lots of shots taken, and I believe thanks to Lindsay from I'm Not a Stalker. Hi, Lindsay, by the way. I haven't spoken to you in a while. Hope everything's well. Hope your dad's feeling better. Hope you're watching this. They used 2 different houses for Paul's house, which is very bizarre. But this is, Winnie's new house is right down there. You can see the top of it right there. That's it at the corner. And this was used as Paul's house primarily, but for close-up shots, they used a different house, which is around the corner, directly beside this house. They used 2 houses as Paul's house. I don't know. It's Hollywood, man. But yeah, there would have been some shots, angles from this side. It's got a really cool little roof here. You'll see right there. Well, it's not that cool. I thought it would look cooler from far away. Maybe I'm thinking of a different house. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Move it, OJ. All right. So this was Paul's house. for the majority of it, but for close-ups, he used the house around the corner, closer to Kevin's house. So I'll show you close-ups of that house now. But then they came back and used it. I don't know. Man, this 2 houses were used as Paul's house. I'm not even getting into the high schools for this. That's another video for another time. Paul's house, but not just Paul's house. Let's go. So, I've now come around the corner. See those trees right there at the end? That's where Paul's house is. But then right here, they also use this house as Paul's house. And there's close-ups on the front there, and I believe the trellis, I don't know what those things are called, the wrought iron, I was going to call it trellises, but trellises were up there. The wrought iron fencing around is visible. But yeah, that was Paul's house for some of it, but more of it was down there. This is why now I'm beginning to remember why I was so confused when I filmed it last. That was me beeping, by the way. Well, not me, my car. I remember being very, very confused when I filmed this the first time. Yeah. And now I'm just as confused again. I'm not really confused. I understand what happened. So, Kevin's house, Winnie's new house, half of Paul's house, majority of Paul's house. And now, walking back down, ending it back at Kevin's house. Right there. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Probably. Why not? Everyone else does.
Things were different. Our past was here, but our future was somewhere else.
All right, so that's it for the Wonder Years. That's it, I think. Yeah, there's a high school, middle school, I believe. A few other locations. Maybe I'll do them on another video. These are the houses of the Wonder Years. This is the Wonder Years neighborhood. Filled with wonder just being here. All right, time for another coffee. There's Kevin Arnold's house. Peace out. Did any of this make sense? Pete, I did this for you. I love you, brother. Big ups. Pour one out for Pete. He's not dead.